Okay, so this is an update for the Cancer solar eclipse, partial eclipse, new moon. So what I'm feeling about this particular energy and what this is about is it's a window into finally getting to the bottom of something that's deep, that has been gripping our consciousness in a certain area of our lives. So I will now go through all the signs, and we will update exactly how this is affecting you as an individual. So for Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, this is affecting the roots, the home, the heart level. Something in our protective mechanism, where we have gripped in consciousness to protect our essence in some way, is now being released. It's now time to let go. It's now time to open up. It's now time to allow ourselves to feel that vulnerable part of our heart, and to connect to the heart, to the home, to the family. This is also connected to our lineage and our solar system, because this is, we have all sort of come from the stars, so the roots in star systems, and also the heart, the home, the earth. So anything in your consciousness where you now need to have a realization about opening up your heart, opening up your home in a way that is, a trusting space, and your roots. So this could also relate to family as a part of the personal self, the inner self, something in the consciousness, in the protective mechanism needs to now release, so that the wisdom of experience can now prevail, because you have now grown. And sometimes we have protective mechanisms that come through at certain times in our life that are kind of valid for the time because we don't know another way. But it's now time to reveal and release, and allow yourself to release this grip in your heart space and really drop into your essence on the heart level. So Taurus, this is about communication for you. It is about writing, something in the ability for you to share your inspiration, your deep feeling self through communication, through inspiration, through your intuition, your intuitive field. So any form of expression through the voice, singing, allowing yourself to write and clear. So whatever's been gripping your ability to free this expression, maybe there's been some kind of a creative block for you in some form of expression, expressing yourself through the mind. Also, this is connected to the solar plexus, so your will center, your sense of feeling safe in being your most confident self. Anything that may be holding you back, but also this also could be a revealing of how far you have come on this level in your own creative expression, in your communication, your ability to tell it like it is and be very instinctual and connect with your feeling self. So something will be revealed here. So this is Taurus rising, Taurus moon, and Taurus sun. Yes, so connecting to your creative faculties through the spoken word, the written word, any form of expression, including singing, can be very healing for you at this time. Okay, so Gemini, this is about your self-worth, your feelings, your belief system, money, and how your consciousness has attached good values towards how you make money or how you save. the value system. So this is about the material value system. Any material belief systems that are blocking the soul now need to be released. This is Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Ascendant. So basically anything in the belief system that you gripped onto or had as a protective mechanism for protecting your self-worth, if it is no longer serving you now in the wisdom of your experience and the time that has passed, you feel something maybe is holding you back from, making the money that you want, or, feeling that self-worth, that deep sense of self-worth, and trusting in your feelings, allowing yourself to get into your feelings. And being Gemini, because it's air sign, you can also find that, the air mechanism of duality of the mind can sometimes abandon feelings and abandon your true sense of emotion. So this is something that's coming up, something that's, on a feeling level, and the value system. So there'll be a little window into maybe something that you need to release at this time. It's like a reset. It's like, okay, well, this certain way of looking at this situation is no longer serving me now, so I can release that. And it's to do with the value system, your material world. Maybe certain material beliefs in the 3D reality that once you thought were kind of you used as a protective mechanism, or you grabbed onto, back when you made that decision, were valid. They had value and were valid back then, but now it's no longer valid for this time. So you need to see where the wisdom of experience has now brought you to a new place, and you are, you can earn that money, and you can, through connecting to your feelings, connecting to your self-worth, connecting to your soul through the sacral chakra. So this is about the sacral chakra as well, which is your sensual center, your feeling center, your sexual center too. So for Cancer, this is about the self. It's about the identity, the survival identity. Cancer Sun, Moon, and Ascendant are valid in this reading. So if you have any of these, this will be valid for you. This is about the physical body, somehow how the physical body will now sustain some form of amplified emotion if it now gets some kind of a sustenance in feeling its way forward. But attention to something within your identity. Maybe there was an idea that you had about yourself before on a physical level that you need to release now. And now you need to step more into your presence. This is about my I am presence, how you see yourself in a visual sense in the world, how you are coming forward as yourself. So where you have held yourself back in some way. So just identifying that in who you are, in the I am sense of self. This now needs to release, and you need to let go of preconceptions of self that are no longer serving you, and step into a full embodied presence of your soulful, vulnerable, essential self, and allowing that to come through, allowing more of who you are to come through clearly. So Leo, this is about your inner world, the subconscious, the deep subconscious self. This could be also connected to emotional belief systems that are no longer serving your essential self. Within your dream world, there'll be a very vivid sense of what this could be about and what you need to release, and how your family sees you, how you see yourself within your collective network. It's about the collective wound as well. The collective wound connected with the deep emotions and the deep creative essential self. This could be something that's you're gripping, that it's very hard to sort of pick, but you will see it. It will be revealed in the dream world, and you can now finally bring it to light so that you will be able to release this grip and release whatever is no longer serving you in your collective sense of self. So this is about yourself within the greater spectrum of humanity. So this is, it's a very interesting one. So taking time out to meditate, to connect with yourself in silence, away from your demand to be with others and to be in groups of people or with one-on-one or whatever. It's time to now really dig deep into a sense of just your own solitude, your own aloneness, and connecting to who you are within that space without the validity from others. So whatever is gripping you there, or is holding you back from spending that inner world time with yourself, it needs to be released so that you can grab and receive the gold that's waiting you there. So Virgo, this is about your community, your soul groups, the larger network, how you see yourself within the larger network, within your community, whether you are cared for, loved, cherished, what's holding you back from really knowing and seeing your worth, your light within this larger framework of people that you connect with in your service and your love and your nurturing. So this Cancer energy for all signs within these different energies is about care and nurturing, and it's that soulful mother energy of loving kindness and compassion. So we can apply this compassion and this love to whatever is discovered there, and give ourselves some slack, but take away the grip, whatever is this grip that has been holding, because the Cancer energy is these two nippers, it's this crab, and when it gets defensive, it grabs onto certain things, different concepts, different perceptions, and we're now identifying whatever these things are so that we can then release and really know that it's time for this to go. It's time to let go of these preconceptions of ourselves in whatever space I have discussed here. So this will be Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising. And this is also connected with your trust in the essential self, your trust that the right people will come into your life when you need it, and when the divine timing aligns with that. And also nurturing groups of people that care, that people that are connected, and they have that Cancer kind of love. This is the kind of thing is on your mind, the kind of groups that you want to be involved in. So for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Ascendant, we have the purpose, the career, the connection to the earth, the soul pot. So this is like our purpose, and coming from this air energy, this ability to balance aesthetics and balance different views, different viewpoints. There's this need in a purposeful way to come deep into the connection to the earth, but in compassion for humanity, and also connecting to that deeper emotion through the purpose, aligning high, but also aligning to the earth the water energy of Cancer, which is the soul mama, the soul mama energy. And so this is where Libra is, connecting to whatever was gripping you or holding you back from what your true purpose is. And with that loving Venusian Libra energy that really wants to see all people working in harmony together, the essential ingredient can be this glue that comes through the Cancerian water energy, the essential self, the soul self, the divine mother energy. Whether you're male or female, this can be like a very deep purpose for the Libra energy, to bring this emotional water in. Because air, it's like Libra is also a double air sign. It has the ability to play in a light way and to bring, a sense of beauty and harmony and reality, always expressing the side. It's not always beautiful. It can be very opposing as well, while the Libra is finding balance, in their ability to show perspective within a situation. But the deeper purpose is this connection to the Divine Mother, the nurturing energy, the healing energy, the wellspring of the water, the divine water of life. So wherever has held back in one understanding their purpose, or is the grip of consciousness here, needs to now release, so that you can step in into your expanded sense of self. And this is in connection with your career as a nurturer, as a provider in some way of care, some kind of care in the career for others, and the connection to the earth, bringing back the wisdom of the divine feminine, divine mother energy. Scorpio sun, moon and rising. We have the higher mind here. So this is connected to travel, connected to your expanded sense of self in the world, and how, the global family, and, choosing a higher education, some form of higher self, connecting to your higher self. So this is the connecting to the divinity of the higher self and reaching into that wellspring, whatever has blocked you to reach further up. Because Scorpio is very accustomed to diving deep into the depths, but this is now about reaching up to and into the essential self, and connecting up into your higher self and receiving the wisdom and speaking from the beautiful higher self that you can connect to so deeply through this Cancerian energy. So whatever has held you back, or maybe there's a grip of consciousness that has, in your belief system, that has blocked your ability to fully reach into that expanded sense of awareness, the higher vision, the overview of the compassionate mother energy, lifting up into the gentleness, the gentle nurturing heart of this Cancerian, beautiful, creative water energy. So this is very important for Scorpio at the moment, in connecting with your higher self, and sharing your wisdom, sharing your deep wisdom of the roots of Mother Earth, the roots and the soul, and the ancestry of where we've come from as well, through this philosophical outlook, and sharing your philosophy, your deep wisdom. Now for Sagittarius, sun, moon and rising sign, this is about spiritual worth for you. It's connected with rebirth, death, sex, family worth, inheritance within the family. So there's a little window there. Whatever has gripped you, you know, maybe if there has been some kind of death in the family, or death in your life, or in your rebirth, in your spiritual journey, in this purging, you know, there is now a connection to the soul, to the mother energy, to heal the mother energy within, and to release the grip of whatever hurt you felt around your mother, around the mother energy, being there for you in some way, and then reconnecting. So releasing what is blocking you from seeing that there is always love around you, and there is always love through your ancestor guiding you in some way through the soul family, even the ancestral soul family that may not be connected with your bloodline. Opening to this, forgiving mother energy, forgiving at some deep levels, any form of letting go and release, but then inheriting the spiritual value from this beautiful deep connection that you have through your ancestors, through the support, the unseen support in your life. So yeah, that's there for Sagittarius. And then we have Capricorn. So Capricorn, this is all affecting so this is Capricorn Sun, Moon and Ascendant. So this will be affecting your partnerships, your relationships, your connection to others, but also your connection and your relationship with yourself. It's about the deeper connection to self, because Capricorn, being Earth, can be very about stability, about movement forward, about ambition, about, there's a deeper essential self that is requiring your love and attention. And then also your reflection in the mirror that you find in others, in your relationships, in your romantic partnerships, in your business partnerships, wherever there has been a bit of a protective grip from showing essential self, the feelings, the vulnerable self, letting yourself be vulnerable before others, before your divine counterpart. So yeah, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, this relates to. And so anything within your relationships, your partnerships, your connection to others, that feeling of connection, divine connection, letting that flow, letting that be a window into where you need to let go and where you need to now embrace. This could also be connection with the creative aspect of any business that you are involved in, and allowing a bit more of the feeling energy to come in. And if it's already there, what is holding back that from even expanding even more? So these are the things to look at for Capricorn. And for Aquarius, this is about your work, your service, your health, working out, habits, what habits are healthy for you, where you work too hard, where maybe there's a part of you that is held back from some form of nurturing service that you can provide, and this needs to be looked at. This is a window where we are now letting go of something that is not serving us in our health, our habits of how we are taking care of our body, how we are taking care of how we serve, how we work, the work that we need to do on the earth level, the actions that we need to take that are going to make us feel fulfilled and abundant and sustained on some level, and healthy and wholesome. So thinking about this, thinking about where we have held back from certain routines that could be very good for us, creating some kind of a systematic routine in nurturing ourselves, in taking care of ourselves, but taking action and sharing that love and that nurturing and that compassion with others, stepping more into our compassionate roles. So this is very much affecting Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Ascendant right now. So anything that held us back because we felt we may have given too much before in certain aspects, and then we pull back, that needs to be readdressed so that we can feel healthy and feel sustained. So this is about routines, habits, your work, your service to the world, and where you give without expectation, in a beautiful, nurturing and wholesome way. So in taking care of the self as well. And for Pisces, last but not least, we have Sun, Pisces Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And this is about your play, your sense of free self-expression, in connection with children as well. So wherever we have something has gripped our consciousness in holding back from being our most creative self, from expressing ourselves, from showing ourselves, because this is connected to the 5th house, the throat chakra as well, ability to step in and commit to some form of self-expression that is about our own creative fire. So something in this, any belief systems that are not serving us, from opening up in this area, in any forms of art, self-expression, play, letting yourself play, where you may have hidden yourself a little bit from the world, from being out, because this 5th house is also about being in a social arena as well. So letting yourself out to play, letting yourself release whatever this is that may have held you back. So this is a window now to let go and to loosen up and to allow this Cancerian nurturing energy to let you be vulnerable in a beautiful sense, because now you know through the wisdom of experience that you know how to hold space for yourself, to be who you are. So anything that has held a grip on your most beautiful, essential, playful self, the childlike self within, your ability to run through the park and, do some cartwheels and skip and jump and breathe, breathe life. It's now, that's going through a sense of renewal. And so this is where the healing of all signs is taking place with this Cancerian solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse, new moon. We are, it's Cancerian is connected to the modes of the soul, is connected to the moon, so the phases of the moon, and allowing for those different phases to be, because we cannot just be one stagnant self that sort of appears to be bright and a presence that we want to hold because we value that. We need to also understand that there is moods and there is different colors, different colorings in the personality that come through the soul at different moments, and each of those needs our full presence. Each of those needs our light, and to also accept our acceptance. And the counterpart for this energy is the wisdom of experience through the Capricorn polarity. So Capricorn Earth at the moment and Cancer Sun. So what is grounding in is like, okay, so through the wisdom of experience, I have now gained a certain confidence in certain ways, but until we can look at certain things and certain old beliefs and times we've made decisions in different timelines during these solar eclipse times, and we're trying to make things happen in our life, and then sometimes can be a little bit of something that you're not aware of that's holding you back. And so this is, so it's like this little grip, this little protective mechanism that may have come back or come up in our consciousness from a while ago, when it was kind of valid at the time to make that decision. It may not be serving us now. So these are the things that are getting a relook at. We're looking at them and we're going, okay, no, I can let that go now. I don't need to hold on to that view. And what is this little grip, that I'm holding on to, What am I desperately holding on to, in this relationship or in this, need to be a part of this particular group of people, or in holding back what I need to say or what I need to write or what I need to express, So with all the signs, there is a different, world to be addressed that is valid for you, and that can be very helpful in understanding and looking at this in your astrology chart. Because, when we look at the solar eclipse, we can get the general reading of the idea of what Cancer and Capricorn is about. The pure, essential soul, mama self, the Cancerian energy, which also is connected to clairvoyance and ability to channel the universal wisdom, the universal earth wisdom. And then Capricorn being connected with our experience, our wisdom of experience through walking through the world and gaining over time. Yeah, it's the Lord of time. So we can understand that, but where is it playing out? What chakra is this active in? So this is where it gets very interesting, and where we can learn a lot, and we can hone in a little bit more and become a little bit more focused. So my name is Ashea, and I am an astrologer, a shamanic healer, and a musician. And I hope this reading for all signs has been very helpful for all of you. Thank you.